Ah, the Power Twister. I own too. A truly old school device. Yes, people used to love this thing. I think it came out around the same time as the Bulwark. This thing is probably older. Yes, it used to be pretty darn popular back in the good old days. And I'm surprised that it didn't keep up its reputation.
Why is that, New Age Fitness?
Well, that's what I'm going to explain to you now, my eager viewers. You know that nowadays a lot of people like to do dumbbell flies, and do flies on a machine. Well, this thing, for one, is about 1/50th the price of a fly machine. And it also takes in, like 100th the space. So it's a win-win. And if you're wondering, like, how effective is this thing? How good is this at doing flies? It's probably better. It's probably more effective. It's more effective than doing flies with a fly machine. Because the movement is more natural. And you get a better contraction throughout the whole movement. So it's better than flies with a machine. And it's better than dumbbell flies. Yet, this thing is almost completely forgotten. How weird. I mean, it used to be a really cool thing that you can just take with you, I mean, it's an easy thing that you can have or own if you don't have space for a gym. But now everyone has enough space. And now everyone packs their homes with dump machines that cost a few $1,000s for where you can do like 1 or 2 exercises. But with this thing, I don't know, you can easily do like 10 different exercises. And they come in different difficulties as well. I think that this one is 30 kilos. But they go all the way up to 100 kilos. And the easiest, like things like these, they're like 10 kilos. And if this isn't hard enough for you, you can just grab them here. Like some of them, you have some space next to the handles. And as you can see, it's a lot harder. I can't even manage to do it. And I've actually trained up a lot of isometric strength throughout the last few weeks. So, these things are a very effective tool. Now, how do they compare to, let's say, the Bulwark? I think that this is a cheaper alternative to the Bulwarker that cannot do as much as the Bulwarker. Also, some of these devices are kind of dangerous. As you can see, well no, let me explain. For one, this one doesn't have handles. Some have handles at the end, right? Handles are, safeguards for your hands. Why? Well, so that it doesn't slip out of your hand. And that can be very dangerous. My father, who used to work a lot with this thing, injured himself pretty badly. He let his hand slip, and this thing hit his face, and he got a tooth through his lip. So, it can be a pretty dangerous thing. So be careful with that. So again, like, for me it doesn't really compare much to the Bulwarker. However, it has 2 unique selling points. One being, these things typically cost $20. Now, again, you get 1 difficulty per device, but, usually that can keep you challenged for a while. So the Bulwarker can pretty much be used for every muscle in your body. Where the Power Twister is pretty much a device for your upper body and your upper body alone. And it doesn't even train every muscle in your upper body. However, it has one thing that I really like about it. And I'm going to demonstrate it now. So, let's say that with a Bulwarker, you want to train your chest, right? This is as far as it gets. This is as far as the contraction gets. Right? Pretty good. Pretty effective. Now with a Power Twister, the contraction gets all the way up here. Right? You can see that there is a difference. However, for my Bulwarker folks, one thing that you can do, which is something that I do, is simply not place the Bulwarker here, but place it here. And as you can see, you can get a really good contraction in that sense as well. But you have to do it per pack. So you have to train each pack separately.
New Age Fitness, show us the exercise that you can do with the power twister.
Yes, you can do a lot more with the power twister than simply train your chest, and I'm going to showcase that right now. So, we have this one, which I already showcased, good for the chest. You can also do this one, which I can do it. It gives a very different tension on your arms. My father used to be pretty good at this. I can do it at all. Well, a little bit. Then we have this one, where you grab it with one arm. And you bend one arm like this. You basically train your arm wrestling skills. Right? We have this one, where you get it behind your head. Pretty effective for the triceps. Yeah, good for the triceps. You can get it behind your back. Also really good for your triceps. Also, just as with the bulwark, you can change the angle on this. So instead of keeping it here, you can keep it here, and you can get more tension on your upper chest. Or you can keep it down below here, and you can put more tension on your lower chest, right? And another one, you can also do this, which is essentially the same as this, but this puts a bit more tension on your arms as well. And those are pretty much all the exercises you can do with it. Since there is a demand for it, I will do a workout with this thing. Maybe tomorrow, maybe today. Well, I hope you liked that video. That's the power twister, that's the first device of the 5. And 4 more devices are coming up. Thanks for watching.